So last time we talked about taking a graphic that you think has the kind of color palette you would like to use for your final poster. And then we pixelated it into a mosaic of colors. And then we transform it into an index color table. And then we were able to export the color table and save it as an ACT file. So this ACT file can be loaded in another file, but it has to be done within Photoshop environment. We also went through another technique of setting up a ASE file for export. And say I lost my ASE file, or I'm working with a different Photoshop file now, I can import swatches and then navigate to the ASE file. So right here, if you navigate to ASE file, you see how what I saved last time can be loaded back into the swatch panel. And then if you hover over, you can basically still kind of create another organization. If you want to say have water, you can say okay, and then you can drag the different watercolor you want to it, and organize your colors that way. And again, if you want to export, if you don't click on any folder, you just go here, it's not gonna allow you to export. All these export options are going to be deactivated, so you want to pick everything you want. You can hold down the shift key in order to select all the folders you want to export, and then go here, you say export swatches for exchange. That's how we got our ASE file in the first place last time. So this method works well if you don't have good internet connection, your Wi-Fi is going in and out. If you want to have unified color swatch palettes between your Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign files, this is the way to go. If we go to Illustrator, you can see I already brought it in here, and the way you bring it in is to go here and say open swatch library, and then you go to other library, and then we're gonna navigate to where we save that file, and then you can see how the diagram.ase file is there, and you just click on open, and that's how we bring those colors into Illustrator. So you can see how there is something else here called the Adobe Creative Cloud libraries. So that's another way of exchanging your color palettes between the different Adobe programs. So the benefit of doing this is that it allows you to import and export not just color swatches, but also tint swatches, gradients, and patterns. Whereas when we use the ASE file, it only allows us to import and export color swatches. So there are limitations with the ASE file, but they are your best option if you don't have good internet connection. So let's just say you have good internet connection, and then we go back to Photoshop. We can bring up that library by going to Window and select Libraries. You can see how everything we've set up so far is in here, and there's a cloud showing up to tell you that all the color palettes in the library are basically stored in the cloud. So you will not have access to this if your internet goes out. So there's definitely a trade-off, and I will encourage you guys to try both so that you will have a backup option in case your internet goes out. All right, so I will see you guys in the next video where we'll talk about how to set up files in Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign.